Hello, in this video we'll be setting up two-factor authentication to protect your login and the website and all the other users you're having. So first of all, let's go into Security Ninja once it's installed and configured, and then you can go into the Login tab. Now, if you have run the wizard to set up Security Ninja, you might think, why is this not part of it? Well, 2FA, two-factor authentication, requires each person to go in and set up these QR codes and everything, and it's not something we wanted to do just for everyone automatically. It could easily create issues. So what we've done, if you go in here on the Login tab, scroll down, you should leave anything else on, but we can go down to 2FA. It comes right here. So first of all, we're going to enable it right now. And as I was mentioning, we don't want to force people to do it immediately. So we set a grace period. And what does that mean? I'm going to show you later on in this video, but when you log in to the website, if you have not configured 2FA, two-factor authentication for your account, and you're inside this grace period, which is per default 2 weeks, that allows me to log in, and then there's a button that says skip setting up two-factor authentication. Gives me 2 weeks, rather every administrator user trying to log in gives them a 2 weeks starting from today when you press the button. If you don't care for that and you just want people to set up straight away, you can change it to two-factor authentication, set it to 0 and it will enforce it straight away. Required roles, we say usually at minimum we want to administrator and editor, but in reality every user account can and perhaps even should be using two-factor authentication. You can also choose whether or not it should be set up via application or via an email. In future versions, we are setting it up so the user and you as an admin don't have to choose, but it can be changed case by case if I want an email or if I have my app with me. So first thing we're going to do after setting the text and everything is to go down and press Save Changes. Now, since I'm already logged in as an admin, it's not going to bother me now. What I can do is I can go out here and say Edit Profile, then scroll down, and you'll see down here is a two-factor authentication. There's actually quite a few options. First of all, you can choose to bypass this administrator. Now, this is me, but if you want to have a particular user who finds it difficult or there's other reasons, you can allow them to bypass two-factor authentication. And here just gives you a little bit of information saying that it's this user, i.e. me, is required to configure two-factor authentication, but I haven't done it yet. So what we can do is we can actually do it right now. So I'm going to say set up 2FA for this user. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take my phone, which in my case is a Google Pixel, and I am going to take my Authy, my 2FA system, and I'm going to, like you can see, I'm setting it up so it's ready to scan. And that's scanned, and now it's going to tell me the code that I need to enter down here to verify. Now, if you have a problem with your phone camera or something, we've made it so you can actually just manually enter the secret. Other than that, we can now go and set it up. So let me see. Okay, so verify, I need to enter 448396. Oops. I pressed enter. That was not clever of me. Let me just do this again. So if you just press enter, you actually don't save the QR code, as I just discovered. That seems a little bit silly. So let's see what the second choice instead is. 933385. Let's click verify and save. There you go. So now two-factor authentication has been set up, and now we set reload. There you go. So now you won't notice it because I am still logged in as an administrator. But let's try to log out. Let's see what actually happens, right? So now I have a chance again to log in. I'm going to use the Insta WP here, and I have my login details here. So we can just say copy, login, and then say copy the password. Whoops. Yes, just a small warning. And I want to say, remember me. So let's go in. Let's log in. So now I'm not able to log in without entering this code that we just set up. Now, please remember, because we configured it right away, otherwise we would be back here at the login stage and where it says, hey, you have another 14 days to set it up. But right now we have skipped it completely and set it up straight away from the admin. So now I entered the code, which is about to change in 5 more seconds. And now I can log in. So once you set up two-factor authentication, you actually have a second layer, so to speak, of protection for your website. So like logging in and sending commands and requests is going to be a lot harder with this enabled. So we highly recommend that you enable this feature, and also always be careful if you have changed login URL activated at the same time. That can cause conflict somewhere, but in general, we have not had many problems with this. Two-factor authentication is a super strong protection method for your WordPress website, and we highly recommend you enable it. Thank you for now.